Hi, welcome to my vlog. I am Gemma Manuel. This is part 2 of my vlog about open education by Kay Egan and Justice in the Case of School Vouchers by Jay Sporl. And this time I will answer the question, how is this topic significant in today's educational setting? All children deserve a good education. Here in the US, a school is considered as high-performing when it demonstrates adequately yearly progress for 3 consecutive years. Also, when 40% of the student body consists of students falling under the criteria of disadvantage either economically or minority groups. Schools that rank in the top 50% in their state, and schools that have closed the achievement gap between subgroups. Reading and math scores and graduation rates are at the top 40% in the state for that subgroup for the last 5 years. All these criteria I mentioned came from or comes from the National Blue Ribbon Award Committee that awards a public or private school for exemplary academic achievement. In the state of Maryland, for example, where I teach and reside, only 6 schools out of 1,449 K-12 public schools have been awarded this distinction in 2019. Most of the schools mentioned are from neighborhoods whose families are from the higher income brackets, which gives us an idea that if your community is part of the lower income group, your school will most probably be considered a low-performing school. In the article Open Education, the author makes a point that many students fail to thrive in traditional schools because of the lack of adequate understanding of what a child needs in order to achieve. If a child comes from a marginalized neighborhood, that child will come with many needs and accommodations in order to fully develop the skills he needs as a learner. These needs may include individualized instruction, additional support services, real-world learning experiences, and many more, which public school systems are not doing at this time because their lack of training, there is the lack of resources, funding, and experienced dedicated teachers. These needs are better addressed in a school system that believes in the principles of open education. In the second article, Justice in the Case of School Vouchers, the author argues that it is unjust to allow states to limit the family's choices on where their children can receive quality education, if they have no other option but to bring their children in neighborhood schools that are low performing, simply because that is their boundary. The vouchers will allow parents to find a good private school that can give their child a chance to quality education. The school vouchers level the playing field for all learners, rich or poor, minority or not. The right to free and public, and quality public education is, after all, a basic human right. In my opinion, here's a solution that I can see. Policymakers in the public school system can support and fund the development of open education within every public school building. This is similar to having programs for the talented and gifted students housed within the same school building. This is a program separate from the special education program, as that program has enough of its own to deal with. Here we see a group of identified students who are not identified as having disabilities but are disadvantaged due to many factors like socioeconomic factors and the like, or those that don't qualify for special education but will benefit from the elements that make up an open school program. These are again students who, when left unaided, may fall in the cracks of a public school system. Do I discount vouchers altogether? Not so. I just believe that the private school's autonomous nature may pave the way to misuse and abuse of the voucher because monitoring of these programs may be limited. And realistically, private schools may not be able to accommodate everyone who has a voucher. What may happen is that private schools who are tempted to make a profit will take in more than what they can handle. And so what is the result of that? The cycle of inadequacy once again will happen, but this time with limited or no accountability in place. That's all for now. Thanks for listening and hope this was useful for all of you. Have a good day.